Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's video. So, I've not too long ago finished my playthrough of The Lost Legacy. I've uploaded the full gameplay on my channel, and now in today's video I'm going to be going through my post-game stats, as I always do at the end of the Uncharted games, just because, well, I want to see how well I did, but also because at the start of the game I did ask a question of how many treasures I thought I would find, and I predicted 35%, but I didn't bank on the bracelet. So my percentage is going to be a lot higher, but even without the bracelet I think my percentage would have been pretty high anyway. So I think I've lost whatever prediction I made. What's this exclamation mark? Treasures, we'll have a look in a second. Bonus. Ooh. Oh, I love this stuff. Okay, skins. Oh, well, guess I'm going to go through. Ah, so you can play different skins through the game. Alright, well, I might as well show this stuff off first then. Huh, Sam was hardly in it. Basically all the Uncharted 4 skins. Okay, Asav. I've just noticed that his hair is all spread apart, just a bit like Rafe's was. Weapons. Ah, so you can unlock weapons again, just like you could in Uncharted 4. That's fine. Oh, science pistol. That will be good. Looking forward to playing through this game again on crushing, earning my trophies, getting my plat. Definitely plat in this game for sure. I just hope there isn't a speedrun trophy, because that was not very fun at all in Uncharted 4. And that would kind of ruin it in this game as well. Modifiers. Pretty much the same ones, as far as I can tell. Right. Guessing as I'm here. I do love this concept stuff. Uncharted 2 did so many things right, and putting in behind the scenes stuff was one of them. And it just proper got me interested into the making of the game, you know, not just playing the game, but finding out more about how the game that I love so much was made. Whoa. Ah. Soldiers. Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the concept art for the, you know, the ancient stuff. This stuff, not too fussed about. Vest needs redesign. Well, they redesigned it by basically removing the entire thing. Unnecessary. She looks, I mean, she looks professional, but she's no longer part of Shoreline, so, you know. And of course, India, Nadine. I mean, different colours on the outfit. Well, the neckline, but that's about it really. The rest of it looks very similar. What? No way that was the original concept for Nadine. She looks well different. Dang. And then a bit more similar to what we recognise in the final version. Cool. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of good where they went for the frizzy hair. It's very, very iconic, I think, for Nadine. And back to the beginning. Hey, that outfit there. That's Nepal, Chloe. Red shirt and white jeans. Or white trousers, whatever. Oh, look at that cat. Nadine's waiting for her. And the disc. Nice. Very nice. And that's his office. Rooftops. More rooftops. Salve. Looks very western in this, huh? Oh, the eye patch. No. Way too gimmicky. See, this stuff, like the concept of just playing around with ideas and then eventually settling on what they settled on, which I think probably was the best of the bunch, to be fair. And someone thought to put the glasses in, someone gave him a fake eye. Current, alternative, alternative. Current, not very interesting, but yeah. As I said, it's just a work in progress, but it gets to that point where it's decent. Did I finish watching all of them? No, I didn't. Okay, one last one. A salve. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, nice. Wheel. Mountains. Entrance. That's the M4, which didn't actually feature in the game. Handcuff. Something ongoing gag. Oh. So maybe there's an inside joke between the design studio. Ah, so they were considering doing it in China. Or, I think China? And then they could have gone to the mountains. Oh, that would have been dope, going to the mountains. But, I think jungle scenery will suffice. Yeah, see, look, Nadine doesn't look right there. I think they designed her well. Get rid of the cap, get rid of the safety glasses and the vest. The one on the right, far right, is way too casual. What's the difference between the two in the middle? I can't see anything. So I spot the difference. No. Oh, and this is way too... I don't know. It's way unprofessional, shall we say. Wow, look at that. A lot of planning went into this, huh? As I said, I mean, I could... Some companies would pass this as a full game. And the fact that Naughty Dog didn't... I mean, I guess some of the assets were reused from previous games, and that's fine. And the nostalgia of playing through some of those moments again made it better, to be honest. You don't have to recreate the wheel if you don't have to, you know? And the tree trunk root bridge, jumping over that, pillars, more landscape views, very nice. Ooh, so they changed it from something pretty intricate into something fairly simplistic. Huh, that famous fight between... I should really know their names by now, we've seen it so many times and mentioned so many times. And the base of the waterfall. Ah, what's this? Oh, I remember that room. Cool. First reveal of Sam. Nandi, I think that's right, the name of the cow. Oh. Interesting. Didn't see so many hammer guys. Well, you know, grenade launcher guys, ghillie suits. They shouldn't have given white trousers. That was a bit weird in a jungle environment. I don't really understand that. And then they wore like half ghillie stuff. The other half wasn't. That cover, the choker, same old, same old. Base fatigue, color pattern change. Do we Something. Let's have some pants to match. Oh, I think the two-tone was alright. Shotgun troop. You know what? I just noticed the Metler, the guy's carrying on the right, assuming it is the Metler's got taped mags. You never see that in the game, do you? The Tusk. Changing weather. That's him driving off in the distance. City. A blur, I think. Wow. What's this? So that was the original concept and then they made it really extravagant. Interesting. So maybe some of this stuff was planned at the same time as Uncharted 4 then. They must have done. The river. Train yard. Finding out Orca's storyline end was pretty interesting as well. A man knows. It's funny how he's... Huh. That was a really short one. Finale. This was a nice little touch to put this into the credits. I think that was a really nice touch. The tracks. And for it to end straight there as well, I think that was quite good. Sunset in the background, save the city. Huh. Battle weary. Cool. That was interesting. Right. There were some videos in Uncharted 2, which I don't think they put into Uncharted 4 either, but that's fine. But that's always cool to see that stuff. And anything else? That's the thing else just in cell phone. There we go, pictures. It's red door, the valley, the monkeys, tower, I think. Statue. Oh. Again, I think this was a nice touch. That's it. Back to the start. Alright, we're just in the credits. Alright, so. The big reveal. Let's find out how many treasures I actually picked up. And it doesn't tell me. But I'm guessing it's quite a lot. Alright, we'll leave that for now. Because that's the point. Alright, so I guess if I had to re-guess, I'm going to go with 50% my treasures. Because once I picked up the bracelet, it was pretty much every single one I nailed. Maybe one or two I didn't. But I'm going to... Yeah, so 35 was my original guess. Not knowing about the bracelet. But post-bracelet, I'm going to say 50%. Maybe even 55. And that's being a little bit generous. But I'm going to say about 50%. Let's have a look. So the campaign, I mean, it could have been a bit longer obviously, but that's why I wasn't full price and that's fine. Just under 10 hours with a couple of retries, so let's say 9. Which is, you know, it's okay. It's still longer than some other campaigns that I've played, but a lot better for the time spent, that's for sure. 37 minutes in cover. 20 minutes jumping through the air. 1.5 hours standing still. Distance traveled 31 clicks. Climbed about 3. Oh. Traveled 18 kilometers in the car. So I walked almost the same amount. That's mad. Consecutive rope swings 3. I could do more than that if I wanted to. Ooh, okay. So 49 out of 68. According to my trusty calculator, that's a little over 72%. That is mad. I picked up 72% of the treasures in my first ever playthrough. Wow. I mean, I knew it was going to be a lot, but I didn't think it was going to be that high. Dang. Even my adjusted estimate of 55% was not even close. It's mad. So I missed quite a few photo opportunities, but again, I didn't know about this until partway through the game, and to be honest, I wasn't really chasing them anyway. Conversations. I missed 3 conversations? What? No, I'm not happy about that. Oh, no way. I missed 1 box. That must have been in the train yard. I don't think I would have missed any others. That's mad. I didn't use 4 weapons? Yeah, that burst fire one I didn't use. Didn't use pistoli. Trying to think what other ones I didn't use. 43 without dying. That's not bad. 33 vehicles wrecked. I rammed 11 motorcycles. Took over 3. Wow. I had 49 restarts or checkpoint loads. That's mad. That's a lot. Okay. Some of those were intentional because of the way that I was recording, just to be clear. But that's still quite a high number though. That's mad. Some of those were deaths that basically I shouldn't have died because I fell off the edge without realizing. 65 enemies punched to death. 32 was stealth, so pretty much half of those were stealth. 5 enemies. That was that one little outpost that I took out. Quite happy with myself doing that. 14 pull downs. I jumped on 8 enemies. Buddy takedowns of 5. That's that one enemy that I jumped on, the armored guy. Yeah, well. How are you supposed to defeat an armored guy without being detected? Because you jump on him, he alerts you. Whoa! I'm not happy with that. That is awful. 41% accuracy. Damn, that is embarrassing. I'd expect for a single player campaign, I expect somewhere in the region of 50% minimum. That is awful. Bloody hell. Okay, well, definitely going to work on that. Marked 125 enemies. Headshot 74. So, just under 35%. Well, it's not bad, I suppose. Again, in a single player campaign, I expect it to be around the 40% mark, but it is what it is. 4 headshots in a row. I think 5 would have been for a trophy. It was in other games, so it's possibly missed out on that one. By 1 again, which is a bit annoying. I think I missed out by 1 in Uncharted 4 as well. That was really annoying. Enemies defeated using southwest not being detected. 7. 9 spray and praise from cover. Only 1 run and gun. Can't really do it on high difficulties. It just doesn't allow for it. Using special weapons. So that must be like the turrets and stuff. Explosions 25. Grenades 11. Propane tanks 9. C4 3. I shot 3 enemies that dropped nades. That's it. Alright, so I did a lot better than I thought I would do with the treasures, but again, partly because of the bracelet, but also because the treasures I think were quite easy to find in this game. I checked all the usual places and they were pretty much always there. I guess I come from playing 4 Uncharted games previously, so you know, I've got a bit of experience to fall back onto. But yeah, accuracy wise wasn't great, but apart from that, I think I did okay. You know, 40%, still pretty respectable. But it does mean that out of every 3 shots that I fired, only 1 landed thereabouts, just over. Which, to me, is pretty bad, but yeah, it is what it is, and I'll definitely do better in the next playthrough. That's without a doubt. Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, I just wasn't on point with my shots in this particular game, well, this particular playthrough. Right, so I wasn't planning to go through the model gallery, but I think it'd be quite nice to see all the characters, and there are only 1 or 2 points to unlock, so it's not too bad. And I'm not going to spend the points on anything else anyway, so whatever. That's our girl Chloe. Can't spin her around. Alright, never mind. And then we got, I guess, a bit, not necessarily battered, but obviously this, yeah, that's the fresh Chloe at the start of the adventure, and this is Chloe having gone through the jungle and all the rest of it. India Chloe, or City Chloe, shall we say. And again, that's fresh Nadine before going out on adventure. Nadine ready to punch Chloe in the face again. And again, City Nadine. Let's see. Sam. Well, can't really have a fresh Sam because he was, I guess, encountered already pretty bashed. Ooh, Sam out for revenge. It's beating up Sam. No, this is post-game Sam, isn't it? This is at the end. Minu. Only had a small role in the game, but yeah, left sort of an impression. And that little bit at the end, I think, was worth it. It's good how Naughty Dog have made these characters, even though she didn't have a role in the story, not really. She was just there as sort of filler. But you know, I think she played it quite well. So yeah, well done. Asav. You know, thinking back, Asav didn't really get a lot of time in the game. I mean, we encountered him a few times, but for the most part, he didn't really have that many scenes. So I don't know. As a character, I guess underdeveloped. Potentially could have been developed a little bit more. And then we've got your boy Orca, who, I mean, again, was very interesting to see come back into the game, and I'm glad to finally know what happened to him. And obviously, well, we know how it ends. And then with the broken glasses, I thought that was a nice touch. Again, I mean, it was, I get the sense that they could have done more, but it's more, again, it was just a convenient end to the plot line. Would have been nice to have a bit more interaction between, obviously, you know, our characters and the villains. So Sav had a bit more time than, well, a lot more time than Orca. Orca didn't have much time at all, but he was, I guess, just there for a purpose. And that was the guy in the alleyway. The one on the radio, if I remember correctly. That's the guy who's feeling up Chloe. And, oh, I guess that's Dad. Dad and Calf, is that right? Calf is baby elephant? Because of the tusks, see? I don't get it. Why wouldn't they put the mother elephant in as well, the female one? That's Jeep. And it's a bit darker colour there. It looks a lot brighter in the game. And then APC. So Asav can afford to hire all these trucks and Jeeps and bikes, but they're surprised when he's got a helicopter. Speaking of helicopter, Orca's armoured helo. Oh, it's a shame you can't zoom in on these. Oh, you can. Wow. Don't I feel stupid? I've just gone through the entire list. Alright, well, I'll quickly go through them again in a second. I figured you had to be able to do that, otherwise it's kind of... Oh, okay. Let's quickly go through this list, because these are really small, so... Why the hell don't they zoom in a bit more? Alright, so let me try and guess this correctly. So you got Parashurama's bow on the top. You've got Shiva's axe on the left. Oh, wait, no, Shiva's trident on the right. And then... Wait, they both belong to Shiva? Or Ganesh's... No, Ganesh's trident, Shiva's axe. I think that's my final answer. Somebody let me know if I'm right or wrong in terms of that. And then that... Oh, so that must be... The old city, so Halabadu, is that right? Am I calling that correctly? I don't know. I'm not long finished the game and I can't remember half the stuff we talked about in that game. To invest in the characters. Still, that's really nice. Look at that. I still maintain that this looks like it could be opened, you know. Maybe for the next story arc. They find something in it. It looks really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, it looks like this could potentially open up on the inside. Well, it looks like, well, I mean, yeah, you could argue it could be hollow anyway, but I just reckon there could be something in there, and that could be the next plot line. Maybe. Right, cool. Let's quickly go back to the start. In fact, let's do it in reverse order, seeing as I've already messed it up. So that's the helo. ABC. I mean, a truck's a truck, right? It's not that special. And the Jeep. As if we didn't see this enough already when I was driving around. There's the elephant. Wasim. His eyes are a bit weird. What's he looking at? That's a really funny expression on his face. I don't really get what he's trying to look at. Anyway. Sandeep. Very serious. Takes his role seriously, this dude. Whoa! Check out the watches. He's got 3 of them. What? Dude. Bet he's on time for everything, huh? Triple watches. Mad. Oh, you can go up and down. Ah, forget that. Orca. Look at the earpiece moving. So I wonder how bad his injuries were. I mean, he's bleeding, obviously, but I'm curious to know if he actually would have died had Nadine not, you know, confirmed it. Hard to kill. I'll zoom in a second. I'll give you a 360 first. Oh no, I would have thought he would have got new uniform if he'd have taken over from being in charge. I don't know if you can read that. Hard to kill. Yeah, I've got to get a move on. It's taking too long. Got a Sav. Oh man, I'm learning all sorts while doing this. It's like Chloe said in it. He does seem really underwhelming, and then he just goes full blown crazy. Starts laying into people. Wonder if her dad ever returned. They never really talked about that, did they? Again, he's got a bit of a funny look on his face as well. I don't know what he's smirking at, I guess. He loves his flowery shirts. I'm telling you, this guy could be the new Sully. He smokes. He's got a really out there sense of fashion. And he's got some, I don't know, not necessarily funny one-liners, but some of his comments do remind me of Sully. And I think, I don't know, obviously they're not trying to replace Sully because Sully's Sully, but as I said, he could take on the role of the new Sully in the dynamic trio. I wonder how she got past security. She's not Indian at all, is she? Whoa. That look though. Christ. Don't want to mess with her. Jeez. Yeah, I think Nadine's character being developed throughout the storyline is really good. It's nice to get more of an insight into what she's thinking, because obviously in Uncharted 4 you don't. I mean, she talks to Rafe every now and then, but he sort of is the main villain, obviously. So she sort of doesn't really get much of a look in. But in this one, we definitely get to see more of what she's about. Cool. And almost there. This video is going to be ridiculously long. Wait, hold on. I mean, I never pictured it, her being half Indian, or whatever percentage she is. They didn't really clarify. I mean, I thought she looked tanned in the previous games, but I thought maybe that was just, you know, because of whatever. But I guess I could believe it. I guess that's one of the things about developing a character, is that obviously the developers only let us know what they want us to know, and then obviously they can add other stuff as and whenever they want to make a story. And obviously it depends on how far they take it. I mean, with Sam, no, I mean, none of us predicted that Drake had a brother. We just assumed he was an only child. Well, I did. I assumed he was an only child, but obviously they never confirmed one way or another. So it was quite interesting that they introduced him, and it just works. You know, him having a brother just works. And while I never pictured Chloe being half Indian, I can sort of believe it. She's got dark hair, and as I said, she looked tan in previous games, so it's not that much of a stretch to say that it's because of heritage. And yeah, so as I said, it's up to the developers to add these storylines, and it's just how far they push it and how, you know, feasible, plausible it could potentially be, and it just works in this case. So looking forward to the next game. Hopefully there is a next game. Okay, so just before I wrap up, I'm going to quickly go through my chapters and just find out exactly where I missed out on the treasures and you know, stuff like that. And treasures mostly would have been at the start that I've missed, because towards the end with the bracelet, too easy. So I've got one of one. So there was a treasure in here somewhere. Could be anywhere though. The streets and buildings were messy, so it could have been anywhere. Wow. 3 treasures. Again, this was in the city, so this is quite tricky. A lot of places for the treasures to be. I did sort of try and look, but concentrate more on the gameplay than I was anything else. There was a photo opportunity. I missed it. You know what? Going back, when I did the editing, I think I did see where that photo opportunity was. It was on the rooftop somewhere. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 2 treasures missing. 2 photos missing. That first box, I think, was kind of hard to miss. It was part of the game. Wow. Okay, so the Western Ghats, obviously they predicted to be a lot of treasures here, and there were a lot of treasures. So I got less than half of the total number of treasures available. And it took 3 photos out of 9. What? Missed 2 conversations, but I managed to hit every single box on this map. How about that? I guess the boxes were set in like locations where there was a firefight, so it wasn't that hard to find them all, but that's pretty impressive. Ah, just the 1 treasure here. This is after I got the bracelet. Missed 1 photo, hit all 5 conversations. Cool. Wow, check it out. 100% on this chapter. On everything. Pretty impressive. I think obviously after all this time of playing Uncharted games, I just get a sense of where the treasure is going to be. And so intuition tells me quite a lot, but the bracelet just made it way easy and confirmed. Maybe 1 or 2 that I might have missed, so that would have helped boost the percentages as well. Pretty decent on this level as well, this chapter. Only 1 treasure missing, 1 photo missed, and 1 conversation missed. Yeah, it always surprises me how I miss these conversations, because I pay attention to the chat. So if it obviously there must be a reason why I'm not setting these off, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm too far away from you know, the other character for the conversation to be triggered. But I'm always listening to the conversation, so I don't understand how I'm missing these. But it's whatever. I'll do it in my cleanup run, my trophy run. Speaking of trophy run, actually, oh, look at this, just one box missing. That must have been in the train yard. I had a feeling that I was going to miss one there, because after that you don't need to find explosives anymore. There's no need to find these boxes, but I figured that, and also I didn't really explore the left side of the map either, so I figured there must have been stuff there. But I managed to hit every single treasure and all the optional conversations and photos. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, as I was saying, actually I'll just complete, and then 3 of 3 in this one on the train, because, well, obviously I'm no stranger to playing on trains, shall we just say. Right, and there wasn't anything in the final section. Okay, so as I was saying, I probably will do a trophy run, get my platinum. I don't know when exactly. And as something new, as something different, I'm actually thinking of live streaming for the first time ever. Now, it's going to be an Uncharted game. I don't know yet what Uncharted game it's going to be. I was going to do Uncharted 2 before The Lost Legacy came out, but as with all things that I planned to do, I just never quite got around to it before The Lost Legacy dropped, and obviously I've been busy with that now, so I don't know if you guys and girls would enjoy it, or, you know, if anyone else tunes in, if they would enjoy it, but I just figured I've done this YouTube stuff, so I'd like to give Twitch streaming a try, just to see what it's all about, and just to see, as I say, if I'd enjoy it or not. But it creates a good opportunity for me to show stuff that I wouldn't otherwise post. Like, for example, I wouldn't normally do a trophy run and record that and upload that unless it's a special trophy like the platinum or whatever. So I don't know, it's something I'm toying with and I might do in the future. And as I said, I don't know yet what game I'm going to do it for. It's probably going to be an Uncharted game. It'll either be Uncharted 2 or The Lost Legacy now. If I do decide to stream, I will talk about it on Aconvision Gaming. I'll also probably tweet about it and stuff, so try and give you a bit of a heads up if you do want to tune in and watch me play, or, you know, just join in for a chat or whatever. Right, so that will do it for today's video. Quite long, a bit longer than I was expecting it to be. Spent a lot of time just looking at the character models and just talking about stuff, but it's all good. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the content, as always, consider tapping the like button. I really do appreciate it. Not just for this part, but for the other parts of the walkthrough as well. But yeah, so I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like, just because obviously it takes a lot of time and effort to upload these. And I do enjoy doing them, otherwise I wouldn't continue to do them. But just, you know, to let other people know that you enjoyed it as well, that would be really great. Yeah, so as I was saying, I think in the previous video, or one of the videos, I will be playing Survival Arena. I'll be posting footage to Aconvision Gaming. So head over there if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions. And I think at the moment, at the time of posting this, there will be at least one gameplay up. So I'll probably link it in the description and on the screen now if I have done so. Multiplayer footage as well. Not so much of late, but there are some matches on the channel if you want to check those out. So if you're interested in PvP or co-op, then I've got you covered. Let me know in the comment section below how close you were to, I mean, your initial prediction of what I would get for the number of treasures. I mean, I was quite far off. I didn't count on getting the bracelet. That obviously boosted up my percentage really high, but even I was surprised at how many I managed to find. Now, as I said, 4 Uncharted games have sort of taught me where these treasures are likely to be hiding, so I've got a bit of an advantage there. But still, even without the bracelet, I would have hit well over 50% then, so it would seem, because I only missed like 1 or 2 with the bracelet helping me out, so I was quite impressed with myself there. And as well, as a bonus question, what was your favourite piece of behind the scenes art? For me, it's got to be the characters, the way that they have the base like idea and then they form it over iterations to the final version. I think that's always really cool to see. And as I said, Naughty Dog, one of the first games who put behind the scenes stuff into a game and just got me interested into the making of a game, and just to realise that they don't suddenly come up with a character and bang, it's done 100%, you know, design and everything. It goes through a process, and obviously it gets changed over the course of, you know, redesigns or whatever. So that's always interesting to see, for me anyway. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what your favourite piece of behind the scenes art was, or if something else, maybe you had a favourite character model or something. Let me know below, I'd be interested to hear it. But yeah, so that'll do it for today's video. Quite a long one, as I said, but just, you know, I'd like to talk about stuff and just to browse through the bonus unlocks and all the rest of it. So yeah, until next time, as I said, I'll be posting plenty of multiplayer footage to Aconvision Gaming. As for future gameplay walkthroughs, don't know yet. There's a few big games coming out, and I've got a massive game collection that I could potentially go through, but it takes a lot of time and effort to record these and edit and post and all the rest, so I don't know, I'll have to pick carefully. But as I said, I might be streaming in the future, so stay tuned for that as well if you're interested. As I said, I'll talk about it on Aconvision Gaming, and I'll probably tweet about it. All the relevant links are below in the description, so check those out if you want to find out more in the future. But yeah, so again, thanks for joining me on this journey, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And until the next game, whatever that might be, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.